I got to lean in.
Hey to the people, hey to the people. All of my larcenous rise, as it is time for another installment of the Real Housewives of Miami reunion part 2.
Jamie,
How
you
y'all
don't look
doing?
pleased. What's going on with that face?
You said
Yeah,
what? Oh,
no, Jamie was looking real upset when you said Larson to see.
larcenous rise. I forgot what the marisol said. She said she was, child.
The cockies?
She said she was the Pine Song, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, all the drunks rise. All the
Okay,
drunks
alcoholics.
Alcoholics, right?
All right. How you doing, Cortez?
I'm doing good. It's Thursday. It's almost the
Yeah.
weekend, and
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Okay. And Jamie, how are you?
I'm nice and butch. I installed some shelving and started
Nice
my
and who?
thermostat. Nice and butch. I'm the trade of the season. I'm the trade of the lean, obviously, out of the choices here.
In your TLC shirt.
With the sleeves rolled up, just a quarter.
Well, let me not say too much because the people. One thing they don't like me to do is talk no mess to Jamie. But guess what I'm gonna do?
They're in the
Anyway,
comments.
listen, I'm gonna do it anyway because you know what? Where were you when that man beat my ass on the Beverly Hills reunion? I didn't have any larcenous then. I didn't have any drunks then. Larcenous rise. Where are you guys when I need you? Anyways, welcome to the Real Housewives of Miami review. And it's time for us to lean in, bitch. Hey, Cass, see how you doing down to the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, you guys.
Shout out to everybody that watched last week. It was a very successful show. I mean, all of our shows were doing pretty well, but for such a, it never been live. Last week we had about 70, 80 people up in here, and the video was sitting right at almost 2K views. So shout out to out. I didn't think Miami would be like this, but hey, Miami clearly about to try to take over Beverly Hills crown. It seems like, I don't know.
Okay,
come on with it.
Let's
I love
do
being
it
on the hit show. Hey, Dr. C, who on time? You?
I know that's right.
Hey, and Demisio, how you doing? LH, let me go ahead and get on down to the business at hand because we start off right where we left off. We start back right where we left off last week with Alexia making the comment to Lisa that if she had courage and she had whatever that was, she told her, because I didn't write it down because we've already talked about it, that maybe she would not allow Lenny to do what he did to her. Lisa goes ahead and clarifies and says that she did not mean her comment to be received by Alexia in that manner. And the one thing that she has learned about Alexia is that Alexia does not allow people to finish their sentences or express themselves, which the right couch agrees to. Alexia says that not only is this her segment, so she's going to defend herself, but she's also an overcomer and she believes in herself. Because you can too have miracles like Alexia's had if you just believe, girl. Oh my God.
Jamie,
that line, Alexia.
That line would have worked last year when she was going through whatever.
It would have worked on you last year. It would have worked on me.
Okay, me and Sammy.
Yes, so Alexia again goes ahead and apologizes to Julia, and then she actually offers an apology to Gertie as well and compliments Gertie's wedding planning skills, and then the ladies go to a break. So she gave 2 out of the 3 required apologies that I needed from her this season. Normally they say 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but what y'all think?
I mean,
thank God she did it, but it was so late. Like, you spent the entire season fighting with Gertie instead of like shutting up for a couple of seconds and hearing that lady felt just like disposable. Like, this could have been squashed at episode 3. Y'all know I love Alexia. Y'all know I have loved Alexia. This season, she clicked. She's embarrassing me. She is embarrassing me. I am humiliated. So humiliated.
She's doing to you what you're doing to the lead every time we go live.
And the only person falling for it is the people down to the comment section.
Y'all can't be upset.
First of all, somebody last week said that we were attacking Jamie. I'm sorry, they said Chase was attacking Jamie. So
thank you to lean viewers.
I don't want
for
anybody coming at me and saying I'm picking on Julia. I ain't got time. Okay. So
I'm gonna pick on Jamie. I'm gonna pick on Julia. I'm gonna pick on Jazz. Well, not Jasmine, but anybody stop with Jay, I'm picking on them. Anyway. So we're backstage, and it is discussed by Gertie and Nicole that Alexia has not apologized to Adriana for slander. And why would she do that face? Anyway, Alexia then goes into Julia and Adriana's dressing room and hugs Julia, wanting to make sure that they're in a good place. Julia says, we were cool until you started talking to me about the yin yang and some footage they wouldn't show. And guess what they did? Blessed us with that footage where we see that they are on the beach immediately after Alexia makes the comment about Frankie. And Julia tries to say that, this is deep-seated. You guys have issues from what I know of that Adriana says goes back years. And Alexia pretty much tells her to shut the F up and go to the other side of the beach and don't make it an LGBT community thing because I am more LGBTQ than you, a gay woman.
Oh, I was like,
okay.
I don't know if it's because the couch is small as hell, but the delusion is going from Larsa's ass. All of her shots are going into everybody else's ass and face.
Just bouncing back and forth.
Everybody on their left side of the couch is really delusional. That is one of the first comments on this episode. I was like, how are you more gay? How are you more gay, more LGBTQ than the lesbian woman herself? I mean,
I'm not long enough.
I guess you know what? Last year, Alexia was. You remember last year when she was in the little
she was the grand marshal and she made the transphobic comment. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, she had the event that
yeah, I
she
remember
went
that.
to. And you
slander.
It was a mess up. I was like, yeah, girl.
That was.
She probably more LGBTQ than me.
Than all of us.
She more than all of us.
Well, not more than Chase. I hear Chase. Never mind.
That's okay, because don't nobody like dick more than I do. So she might be telling no.
Chase has fucked every doctor in the hospital.
Oh,
and I do it again too. And my neck don't hurt. Tough it up, Nicole. Anyway, so we're still backstage, and Julia explains that that's why they are where they are, and Alexia says that her and Adriana were superficial friends, and that's why she was in her real wedding. Adriana then tells Alexia, she says that where they went wrong and they'll never return is that Adriana made the comment about her ex-husband dying with a man on top of him, or dying on top of a man. I don't know which one he was top or the bottom, but he died with a man, allegedly. And what a way to go. Adriana says that
we're gonna get canceled.
Well, there's a way to go. You go out with a bang. Oh, why did
I see what you did there. Come on,
I didn't mean to.
He put out with a bang, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Adriana says that that's why Leah is disgusted with you, Alexia, because you outed Herman after his death. Alexia says, hey, it's my story and it's my time, even though we're not on the reunion stage right now. And I didn't out anybody, honey. And they go back and forth and back and forth. She says that Adriana is jealous of her, and they argue with one another again. Alexia tells her to stay out of it. And then Alexia adds that the problem is that she has with Julia is because this happens and she needs Julia to stay more neutral. Julia just says that she wants peace and love after going from hospital appointment to doctor's appointment to doctor's appointment with Martina. So before we get into the final part of that, let's just wrap it up. Alexia says that, she begins crying because she says, you guys make it look like I'm the mean girl and I'm going to defend myself and it's not okay. And Adriana says, phony baloney with your crocodile tears. They argue again, and Alexia says that she is never going to apologize to the devil. She's never going to do it. And that Adriana wanted to be blonde just like Alexia because she's jealous and she has always wanted everything she has. And Alexia is doing all this yelling over that poor staffer backstage. And that's the only person I felt bad for. What you guys think?
So I'm going to say this. I think this is why Alexia delivered those apologies. It's because she does not like being looked. One, the Russian comment was like Nicole said, she did it because obviously she insulted an entire
demographic.
It wasn't just one person, correct? And so, and then you have. I think Gertie. The people are looking at her. I'm sure we weren't the only ones, Chase, to look at her to be look a little racist at one point because it was looking that way from my perspective and Chase's as well. So I think that's why I think it's more performative. But I don't think she'll ever give Adriana one because Adriana has a fan base like this. They either think that she is too much or they think that she is great for the show and drama. But I feel like the fact that people think that Adriana is like wacky and out of the way, sometimes it works in her favor to where the fans will never come at Alexia like that about Adriana. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, I mean, Adriana, she did make the comment about Frankie. So in this way, she don't really have a way. She don't have a, you know, rite of passage to be like, she owe an apology. But as far as the other two, definitely performative. I did love how she was like crying, and then Adriana like took her out of that cry real fast by telling her it's crocodile.
She said,
she snapped out of those tears so fast and went back to. I was like, "Come on, Alexia," because she said that she says that Adriana is doing all this for the show, but I think Alexia, you kind of proved at this moment you're also doing all of this for the show. Because if you want to talk to Julia, then talk to her, but you're not going to be able to have a conversation with Julia about Adriana, who's sitting right here. That's just not going to happen.
That right there, when I realized Adriana was in the room, when the camera panned away from the two of them having a heartfelt conversation to Adriana peeking out the back, I said, the only reason this bitch came into the dressing room is because she knew Adriana was going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, Alexia has grated on every single nerve in my body this season. She has been wrong two more times than she's been, twice as many times as she's been right. But this little exchange in the back between her and Adriana is quickly becoming one of the best Housewives feuds, strictly because it is rooted in, it's not rooted in like petty shit. Like they go back literally a decade, and there's some shit there that has gone on between the 15th episode of season 3 wrapped and the first episode of season 4 started. And neither one of them are talking about it. We're getting bits and pieces because this is a real feud. Right. And I don't, and to be honest with you, I think the only reason Adriana wants to make up with Alexia is because I feel like she has to. Like, you've known each other for 14 years. Like, what other option do you have than to make up with this girl? I don't really think she really cares about Alexia. I love it. Top tier housewife drama. Alexia is full on villain. I'm very excited to see her next season. She can drain me even more. She didn't mean a single bit of those apologies. She not a damn bit. She's still going to be feuding with everybody next season, and I'm ready to talk shit about her.
She's still going to think she's a star. You see this coming from Orchid, Chase?
No, I can't see it.
It says, so Alexia wants Julia to not get involved, but Alexia and Marisol can't function without each other.
Very true.
This is very true because Marisol, even in this part 2 of the reunion, she gets involved. Not even really just with Alexia. Anybody says someone on the couch, Marisol is coming in, doing the same thing that Alexia is coming at Adriana for doing. So,
and I mean, they're functioning like full housewives, like at this point.
They are full housewives. The only one who is Kiki.
And I don't know if she's been given an opportunity. She doesn't really have any real relationships with any of the women. She's starting to build a relationship with Marisol and Alexia. So maybe we'll see a bigger presence. But before, she was just kind of like, oh, I'm acquaintances of people. Maybe that's why she's riding so hard for Marisol. I forgot what I was going to say. Shit.
Good. Let it out, baby.
Alexia is wanting Julia to remain neutral and not understanding why she's riding so hard for Adriana, but she hasn't literally made any kind of actual real effort to get to know Julia. Like, she hasn't sat with her. She hasn't talked with her. She hasn't asked her questions. Like, yeah, they're supportive that Martina has cancer, but like, I can guarantee if Julia asked Alexia to name 3 things about her, Alexia couldn't name one.
I can. Tall.
Are you the Alexia right now? Are you Alexia?
I was just trying to see if I could do it. Do y'all see he picking on me? Everybody see he picking on me?
I'm not. I'm responding. Slander.
I just wanted to say that go ahead and let it out, baby. I know it was hard for you to just admit that, Alexia's a piece of trash, but she is.
Hold on. She is for me. Oh, I hate it so much.
I mean, Jamie did admit last week.
That I was right. He did admit that.
Frankie is her saving grace this season. Frankie is her saving grace.
Okay.
If she just had Peter,
Well, she does have Peter, so it's still But I did want to say, just very briefly, one thing that I did not like that she did was she came into that dressing room, basically Adriana sitting over there trying to get something fixed because everything was wrong, and it was wrong. She didn't look great. And Alexia was like, "Hey, Julia, how are you? Don't you see me hugging her? Like, girl,
Yeah.
get over yourself.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on with the reunion. Hey to the people in there. Hey, Mr. Antonio across the great. How are you?
Yes.
Orkin,
Hey,
you're
Antonio.
speaking truth tonight. Orkin, you've been here 2 weeks in a row, letting the people have it.
Yep.
I know
Orchid
that's
was
right.
here last week too. Come on, Orchid. You got to call in, Orchid. We love to hear new voices, new opinions. So I would love
What
to
if
hear
it's
what you
no
have to
voice?
say outside of that. My bad, Chase.
You're good. Okay, so we're done with that, and we're back on the stage. Everyone returns to their seats on their respective little couches, and Kiki arrives for
Love
her
seats.
first reunion. I don't even know if them are love seats, them are hate seats.
Baby, those were
Shay's lounges.
picnic chairs.
Baja
Shades.
lounges.
Baby, little
Okay.
picnic
Baja
chairs.
lounges.
you know
Gazebos.
the little sofa set that sits on the patio, little patio furniture. That's what they had them sitting on, child.
Little
They had a
bistro
Fisher.
sets.
They very much had Fisher Price Club love seats. Like if the Fisher Price made club toys for kids, that's what they had.
I just yeah.
The section that Lenny wouldn't get into was bigger than the sofas they had.
Letty is the section bigger than that section. Anyway, we didn't get into that. So Kiki's whole movie pops out, and we're off. Marisol offers Kiki a bedazzled cup that she can't sip much out of, and not for too long. I ain't like that, but I'm not gonna beat my bongo. Y'all know I ain't live.
Well, I just didn't like her drinking after her. I mean,
It was Marisol's cup.
Okay, we're in COVID.
Yeah, I just like, ew. Kiki, girl.
That's why she said not too long. All right, Marisol, I'll give you a pass. But why you said not too long? Because it was Kiki lips, because it was Alexia lips. Girl, let me hush. And now I got mad again. So we talk about Kiki's Burger King moment, which I guess was iconic. Did we miss that? I don't know.
It was on social media. People kind of like
hyped
it
I
up,
missed it.
but I didn't get it either.
It was cute.
I hate y'all so much.
But
Y'all
what
will
I
not let that
did
lady
enjoy,
live.
no, but what I did enjoy was a moment of, Kiki does have layers, and she is willing to be transparent. So I think that you bring her back again in another friend role and see what happens. I don't mind her being there. But she stated that Andy thought it was cute and cheeky that she was like Miss Burger King, and then she quickly corrected everyone and said, "I eat Burger King because at one time, I could only afford Whoppers," and I was like, "That's what I'm talking about, bitch.
Yeah.
Get these heifers up off of you." And they pissed her off. She took a Whopper and she left. I wish we would have got more into that because Julia knows she need her ass beat for not inviting that girl to the house. Anyway. They asked Julia how could she be such a helicopter mom and not know what her child's school is, and Julia was like, I did it for a storyline. I don't know, dyslexia. All right, Julia, you're going through a lot. I'm going to let you slide. Did you guys think that's what it was, or did you genuinely think that she does not know? Maybe it's hard to know. Not for somebody crying for her children all night like that. I don't know.
I think it was language barrier. She probably was a little embarrassed that she literally could not pronounce the name of the school. Because she said, I can't pronounce it. Like, I'm not going to pronounce it.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah.
Meh.
Anywho.
I just love Kiki. I know I'm on a lone island over here. I love Kiki.
Nobody's ever said that we don't like Kiki.
But you have multiple times.
I have never said I don't like Kiki.
I don't go up for everything she does. It's like, okay, she has moments, and I'm like, okay, go back now.
The story about how when she first came here from Haiti and could only afford burgers, that's kind of what I want to see more of, so we can establish who Kiki is outside of these random little
but she's a producer, Jamie.
Yeah,
they're not going to really invest that much in the.
And they already have what, the 7 full-time cast members plus Marisol and Adriana, who are functioning as full-time cast members. Like, it's a really bloated show. Everybody is working, but it's a bloated show. Like, if they give more time to Kiki, it would literally be Housewives of Beverly Hills season 8 through 12 with 38 housewives. And
I like a lot of girls, but I know some viewers don't like a lot of girls. One of my favorite seasons is Housewives of New York season 7 when it was 8 housewives.
Oh,
I love
that was
chaos.
Oh,
I loved it. It was so
Everybody
good.
was drunk all the time. It was chaos.
That's the best. It was the best show ever. All right. So we go to Helicopter Mom, and she's now answering questions about Martina. She says that they're postponing the adoption due to Martina's, diagnosis. And Kiki ever so sweetly says, "Hey, we got a bunch of kids. You can watch them if you want to," which I thought was really sweet.
Very
I don't
black.
think she's
I
going
love
to take
it.
them up on it. I should have heard, please take my child, because I got to go to Lenny party. I got a Lenny party to go to in a little bit. They talk about Julia jumping in the water with Martina. And it was a big deal because in her 10 years, she's never been in the water in Miami. And Marisol chimes in that, this show makes them do things out of their comfort zone and things that they never really would do. And they all agree. Alexia says, I said that first years ago.
She won't even let her own friend make
ask
it.
You.
She won't even let her friend make it. Like, my God, Alexia.
No, I told you
My
that
God.
first.
My God, Alexia. It kills. You know what it is? It kills her. She ain't first chair.
No.
It's killing her. She's not sitting first chair.
I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. That's how disgusted I am with Alexia. You guys have a nice night. I'm not going to
take this mic off. I'm scared. I don't
okay, take this mic. I want to be here that much.
Alexia is so freaking annoying. Oh my God. Like, I was so disgusted. Oh my God, I paused. I had to pause. I was like, did she really just do that for no reason? Anyway, Julia says that she would give anything to just have dinner for two with Martina. And as we all know, that was a highly contested issue at the beginning of the season because she did not feel comfortable being alone with her wife and no children, just goats and dogs. And I thought it was because she didn't want to eat in the house with a bunch of dogs. But it wasn't. It's because she missed her children. And now she would give anything to just have that moment, dinner for two with Martina. And everything about this segment just, pulls at the heartstrings. She's optimistic that she will eventually have that dinner with Martina. And Julia says that she will be willing to engage in more of Martina's interests, namely Aspen. And again, I wanted to just cry because, Aspen was another hotly contested issue. And they get into, now that the fame roles have reversed, and Martina is not jealous at all. She's actually very supportive and happy for Julia and the reception that Julia received at BravoCon. And their support for each other goes both ways. And that is what I would like in a relationship. Nothing competitive. Everybody's loving on each other. Mm-hmm. And I think at the end of the day, Martina also is kind of smart enough to know that, like, look, this is the Real Housewives. I'm freaking Martina Navratilova. So, like, yes, I'm going to support my wife. I'm not going to, say this is bigger than the other, but I have amassed a level of fame that most people don't readily have. So why wouldn't I support my wife while she's on this ride for however long she's going to be on it? So I love that.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, when you're Martina Navratilova, what more do you have to prove? Like, you walk in a room and Julia was on Watch What Happens Live and Andy was like, is Martina here? Like, you're an icon.
He's annoying.
The world.
But he's a social climber.
Okay, absolutely. So I think it's great because we've seen particularly men like Lenny on this particular franchise and other husbands across the multiple franchises. When their wives start getting a little bit of notoriety, they're threatened by that, and they feel like they need to insert themselves more, or it starts affecting their marriage. I really love that Julia has confirmed that Martina's like, great, you've got your thing. I'm going to support you because you've been supporting me 100%. It broke my heart hearing what they're going through. I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit last week about the adoption and that this would probably strengthen their bond. In a season that's been batshit crazy with like sexual allegations and house bunny parties and slander, it's great. I miss these like real moments because we don't get like real genuine moments across any of the franchises like this anymore. So I would like to see next season, if Martina comes back, if she's in better health, I really would like to see their dynamic a bit more. Because, I mean, it's also history. They're the first, like, same-sex main cast members of any Housewives franchises. So I would love to see that.
Because Portia would be the first, right? If we were just saying that.
Somebody eat my cat tonight.
It would be Candy.
Not Candy.
Yeah, it'd be Candy. It wouldn't be Portia.
It wouldn't be Shamia.
I don't know, maybe her too.
Who knows? But Gaya's okay.
Praying for Martina though, definitely that they get through this, and I'm sure they're about to start filming soon, because they already got renewed for season 6. So I'm sure we'll get a glimpse of that too.
I don't know if we mentioned it last week, but the story that she told of how Martina's cancer was found was just kind of
incredible,
crazy.
Remarkable.
Like they missed the first diagnosis because she already had cancer with one diagnosis, and then they went back for more scans and then found the other diagnosis. And it's just like, I think it's in this moment that I really saw her and Nicole bonding, and she goes in later in the episode saying how Nicole's really been there for her and stuff. And I'm sorry, Nicole's at the top for me. I wasn't on board last season right at the jump, but Nicole is on top for me.
We full, baby.
I didn't ask that. It's fine. I got a ticket.
No,
we're fine.
You didn't like her. You didn't want her last season. You stay over there.
I got a bracelet.
No,
I gotta put Alexia. I liked her first.
You can go back with Alexia and Marisol.
I can go wherever I want.
No, you're stuck over there, baby.
We full.
Now you're gatekeeping fandom. Okay, the comments will get you.
Yeah,
they'll get me.
Sure.
That's
whatever.
Fine. They got
me.
Yeah,
the comments. I'm gonna continue, but I actually think it's Jamie with the slander. Jamie and his burner accounts. Anyway, so I have a catch, honey, catch. So
catch that
dirt. Catch that dirt, honey. I have a question for everyone on stage with me and everyone in the group chat, which is our comment section. That's what I call y'all. It ain't official, but that's what I call y'all. I like it. Anyway,
baby, they are talking in this comment section.
Talking boots, honey. So since you guys are talking, please answer to me this. Has anyone ever used the PP funnel? Because I need to know.
Oh, God. I'm sure it's like something they invented for like brides, right? Whenever they're wearing their big like bridal gowns and they can't like,
I don't know, because
get all
I don't want to pee in nothing if it ain't the toilet or a tree.
Has anyone in the comments used the PP funnel? I need to know.
So no.
Oh, Mademoiselle says no. She don't play that.
Says no. Demisio said I would. Art World said,
did you watch the reunion, Demisio? If you didn't, it's okay. You can still kick it with us, boo.
Antonio said yes. No, I'm sorry. He said no.
Wow.
Sammy said hell no.
I don't know.
Sammy looked like a pee-pee funnel type of girl.
Oh, Cassie clarified what it is.
Let me see.
She said
like a catheter?
Oh. Wait,
what? No, because Lisa said it doesn't go inside you.
Stop doing that.
I'm peeing.
Child. Anyway, we can continue.
We're going to continue. I didn't know it was that. I actually really just thought it was like one of those things that you use to put oil in the car. And you pee in it.
That's a funnel, child.
Whatever.
That's what I thought it was.
As for me and my parts, we use the bath.
Obviously, y'all don't have a vagina, so I don't think any of y'all be using it, right?
Wow, you're assuming
you can speak for yourself. You don't know if I'm post-op or not. Well, you don't.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
Did I say something bad?
Nope, not at all. Can you continue with the show?
The comment section will let us know.
Oh, yes, they will. All right. So Andy asked if anyone has seen my favorite Real Housewife of Miami, Anna, whatever.
Anna Quinones?
Yes, thank you. That's my favorite. I loved her because sitting in this room makes me feel like I've lost my brain cells. And Nicole says that Leah and Anna reached out to her, and Alexia says, I ain't scared. And that normally happens when a person is scared because nobody asked about you. So what you hiding, bitch? Anyway, they begin bickering back and forth again, and they're getting on Andy's nerves. Gertie says that she has sex 3 times a week. And Alexia says, outside of Gertie, I feel like I have the most sex, of course, because I am the best and I am the star. And I. That's how about that,
Alexia is a true narcissist. It is. She is.
Oh, she's not. She says she isn't.
Child.
Larsa says that she has had sex 4 times a night, every night, for 23 years of her marriage. And everybody said, your poor vagina probably looks like roadkill at this point because, whoa.
I'm just going to say,
do you guys believe that she did that?
Larsa is a liar. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe it.
And it was an unprovoked lie. You're telling me, like, Scotty.
She lied about her ass. She lied like something. It's like she's just lying about stuff.
Yeah, what is she telling the truth?
No.
She
lied about her ass. So she lied about her ass. She definitely lied about sex. She having sex 4 times a night, every day.
Every single day.
She literally said, he said every day. She said every day.
And so then
on the private plane.
What about when Scotty travels? Oh, I went there. You charted you mean to tell me Scottie Pippen, after championship games, had enough energy to go home, shower, fuck you 4 times in a night. I hate that woman so fucking much.
I ain't a man like that. Oh,
I hate it's just unprovoked for what? Like, girl, shut up. Like, no, shut up.
My thing is, they having sex like that, she would have even probably more kids than they have.
How do you sit?
Oh,
I don't know.
How do you sit, Chase?
Comfortably.
He always has to one up something. It was definitely giving
very much
energy.
Her and Alexia just kept tag teaming. Who's gonna take this section to be the best at something?
Yeah.
So I just personally would not have volunteered that whether that was true or not because her friend is backstage. I wouldn't want my friend to know that her daddy best ball.
Her daddy's best friend.
Ain't the crap out of me for 4 times a night, 28 times a week. 28 times 52 is but a lot. For 23
Come on, math.
years is what?
Yes, math.
Seemed too much. Somebody do the math, honey. Because that's how many times she boinked the night. She says that she's not. Eddie says that of course Marcus has big shoes to fill, and she says, "Well, baby, he was a size 15." And I said, "Oh, if I found him attractive, that'd be sexy." I don't. I know you ladies on the. I know, but I don't.
I think he's attractive.
But that's
trim that beard, boo.
That's got to be like.
I like that beard.
I like the beard, but it's a little scraggly.
It's a little scraggly. Just the ends need to be cut. The split ends. Just the ends.
He's a Jordan.
But a lot of men do that with their beards. Like they don't know how to cut their
Jordans ain't supposed to have no hair.
It's just why when your new boyfriend backstage, why would you volunteer to the entire world insinuate how big his dick is? Like
why would you give anyone an idea of how many times
Larsa has no clue. Larsa, her game is I don't care. She feels she wants to live up. She wants to give off that she has no like that she don't care.
Boring.
Well, not even just that, but like she likes to act like nothing bothers her. Like even how they were trying to drill her about like the fact that who he is, like is that like they were all even you talked about it, Chase, last week. You was talking about like it's just not right. She really wants us to believe and feel like that she feels okay with it when deep down she's a very insecure woman. She is.
She's bothered by it.
It bothers her, but she has a very tough exterior. Inside, she's dying.
I wonder if when she watches this episode of the reunion back, if she gets insecure that they kept flashing back to her old face. I wonder if that bothers her because
she's like, "Who is that? I don't know her."
I love production. I was like, "Who's that bitch? Is that Chrissy?"
She
I was like, "Oh, that's Larsa."
I thought that was
Larsa.
It looked like Snooki.
No, they played
the other one from the show. Was it?
I said, "Whose mom is that?"
Girl.
When they put both of them together, I said, "Who and who?" Like New York does. Anyway, so Andy asked Larsa more questions than anyone else did on the entire cast about her current relationship status. So go ahead and give Andy a mojito at this point. But I guess they don't because they didn't want any more slander from Larsa. Larsa says they don't talk about her love life, they being her and her ex-husband, Scottie Pippen, and that as long as the kids are fine, it shouldn't matter who she dates. Her children have been around Marcus, and they like him. Larsa says that she has been around his family, but she does not want to speak regarding Michael Jordan, and she goes ahead and clarifies that when she was with Scottie, it was their last year playing together for the Bulls, and that Michael was in the midst of a divorce, so she never intertwined with their families. And I'm pretty sure at this time, for all of our basketball aficionados, we know that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan hate each other's guts, which adds another layer to this. They hate each other's guts that last championship year because that would be like everything is alive because they had the Jordans and they were so cute. Right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, had nothing to do with anything, but I just want to put it out there because it was cute. Who am I, Larsa? Yes, talking about things that don't matter. So Michael was getting divorced, as she said earlier. The families never intertwined, and she states that she would not be mad if MJ's ex-wife dated one of her sons. And everybody
I didn't like that comparison. Her oldest son is 22, and that would make Michael Jordan's wife is like late 40s, early 50s. Michael Jordan's son is 32 years old. He's only like 14 years younger than Larsa.
So 5 or 6 years is what pisses you off, Jamie?
Baby, that's a whole 10 years.
Mm.
So
talking about from her son and him?
Yeah, to the ex. That wasn't a comparison. Like I don't care about the age. The age doesn't matter to me. You get a younger man, good for.
I think it's less about the age and more about the name.
The
principle.
It's
the name. It's not. I think the age. I don't think it. Nobody cares if she's dating younger. I mean, sure, girl, dude, be a queen. That's a real thing.
Lindsay's dating younger. He's just a creep.
Oh. Spill it all out on Kiki. Andy asked Larsa if she hits below the belt, and the entire right couch raises their hand and says, "Yes, I have been victimized by Regina George."
I definitely was like,
Larsa says, "I do not." Oh yeah, before I get to that, unsurprisingly, because she's old scary wench, that old Lisa didn't raise her hand, even though she was victimized first, and rolled harder than any of them. Kiki says that she believes that if you feel that you're being attacked, then you have every right to fight back. Nobody asked you. Marisol.
Bob. With your damn Bob. You be quiet. You
started in 1922.
Right.
You started a Harlem Renaissance.
Right.
You done?
Man,
you feel better about that?
I was going to say something else. I had to stop myself, but it's funny, boy. I really get canceled for that one. Marisol, if y'all cancel me before y'all cancel, never mind, because I can cancel for that too. Marisol says that she admires the way that Larsa lies to defend herself. And Andy reminds her, you didn't like when she was saying all that nasty shit about your mama. And Marisol said, well, baby, we got over it. We got to get over it too.
I love that.
I love that.
Anybody who's a Real Housewife of Miami. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I love that they went back and showed that.
Yeah.
Because she was really nasty to her.
Yeah, she really was. The Marisol from season 1 and 2 is not the Marisol we see today. She was a punk back then. Marisol didn't say shit. She never stood up for herself. She
tried against Leah.
About my mama. Season 3, she manned up a little bit. Oh well, who are you, Anna Quinones? But I love Marisol now. Oh well, my mom died, Leah. You never sent her flowers. That's how she was. Now she's my fave.
How was she?
That's how she was.
Was she talking like a 5-year-old?
She really was.
No, she was really soft-spoken. The only time she got activated, she did get activated when it came to Leah and that whole
drag
white
queen,
party situation.
Eileen.
Well, no, remember the white party situation when Christy and Larsa.
That was season 3.
No, that was season 1.
Season 1.
When Christy bum rushed the party and didn't pay.
Yeah. Christy was
so trashy.
I love Christy. Oh, she looking real bad. She did a podcast. Oh, she horrible looking. Life has worn her low.
She said, did she say anything like that? Well, she might as well stay where she at because she ain't going to make no money on this show. Look at Adriana. Yeah, so Marisol admires the way that Larsa lies and ate her mama up and she didn't do nothing about it. And Larsa says if you challenge her, don't, because she doesn't like to lose. And then that means that she's going to say whatever she has to say. And she knows things about everyone. Julia is asked about initially lying regarding Larsa asking her about kissing a man, and then admitted it later once she found out that Larsa had proof. And I don't care what y'all say, that's what she did. And then Julia says she denied it because Larsa said it was a week ago. Semantics. You kissed the man, you did it, and you lied about it. And then Julia said it happened in January, and that's why she said no. And it was her best friend, Naeem Khan. And I want for all of my Real Housewives of New York fans to just clue me in. Was it Naeem Khan's sister who Luann was going around begging for stuff from? Or wife?
Oh.
Hit me up. I just want to know. I was going to say that what I was getting at. If so, the Bravo universe is so freaking small. Anyway, what you guys think about Larsa going around eating up Marisol mama, Marisol not doing nothing about it then on now? And then what y'all think of Julia lying because she did?
I will say that, to be honest, I understand what Larsa is saying about, she doesn't want to lose, so she's going to say what she's going to say. Because, as a Scorpio myself, I have that. It's really
Larsa is not a Scorpio.
No, as me. I don't know what Larsa is. Definitely a Scorpio. She's not.
Let me see what
she is. She looks like Halloween, but she's definitely not Scorpio. But I feel like the way she goes about it is that she just kind of, it's almost like she's making up stuff.
Oh, she's a Cancer.
Oh my God! So
that explains why she's nasty.
She makes up stuff, and and I don't like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
So like even in that argument, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you're not. Let him finish.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jamie. Have the floor. Cut my little square off. Hold on, I'll be back.
The rug and Jamie.
Oh. Please.
Is she gone yet?
To answer Julia, I will say, I mean, she lied about it. She tried to come out of it by saying that you said last week, girl, whatever, you kissed the man. That's what Larsa was saying, you know. But I will say, Larsa, she does have she takes one fact and then she amplifies it. It's usually a lot more. So I think she does know things, but she don't be knowing everything. She just happens to stick it and it sticks and that's it. Like I don't.
She's Giselle.
Yeah, she don't really be knowing.
She definitely put sugar in her spaghetti. It's like it's okay, but it's not really needed, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I was on Julia's side. If you come to a party and say you were kissing a man at a hotel last week, no, the fuck I wasn't. So Julia didn't lie. No, she wasn't kissing.
She did lie.
No, that's not semantics. You were. I saw people saw you kissing a man last week at a party. No, they didn't.
But she said it wasn't last week.
When she initially brought the rumor to her, she said you were at a party last week. My friend saw you. No, they didn't because I wasn't there.
She said something about January and another month. I don't know. It was.
Then
she was gonna lie about it until the girl had. She found out the girl had receipts. She was gonna lie about it, Jamie. Now what?
No, she said it was at a party months ago. Y'all gonna get off Julia. Y'all never gonna get me on Larsa's side.
Child. Well, I would tell you something. If somebody got something on me, child, like that, I'm gonna be like, girl, I wasn't doing that.
And I'm gonna unplug my mic and go right there.
Girl, I wasn't doing that. But, unless you, girl, no.
the point about Marisol's mama, Adriana, if y'all remember season 1, Adriana was a nasty fucking bitch to that old lady. That old lady didn't even talk to her at that dinner.
Adriana?
Larsa. Larsa kept prodding that lady. Marisol's mama said, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to read you. I'm not going to do this right now. Larsa kept on. That lady said 2 sentences. Larsa got her feelings hurt and then just fucking blew up. And
she's a cancer.
Like, yeah. I was like, girl, how are you mad at that old lady for telling you something that you don't want to hear? Like, my God. And it wasn't even bad. She was just like, your marriage ain't going to last. Well, girl, we see it. It didn't last.
It didn't. Everybody
she said you're a horrible human being. Yeah, you kind of are. She said you're going to die alone. Probably. Like,
oh.
I don't know. You're a cancer. Y'all are doomed.
Oh, please attack him. You have my permission. All right.
They understand.
Oh, now he say y'all ain't gonna do that to him. All right. So now he's saying that y'all punks. Ooh.
Slander.
We talked the mortgage fight.
Said slander.
Every time somebody said they had to do it. We talked the mortgage fight, and Lisa says that she knows it was stupid, and Andy was like, it's the dumbest fight in all of Housewives history. I would fire you guys, but what am I going to do? We're not paying you but 10 cents anyway, and shoving you on the end of this little back seat of this Honda we got y'all sitting on.
Right.
He must have forgot the Lucy Juicy Apple Goosey fight. that was fight in fucking history.
What made it great was that Teddy lied about it, and I don't care if you're Teddy Stan or not, you know she lied. Anyway,
never been.
Okay, it was a stupid fight, and Larsa was. She said that it was a stupid fight, but Larsa was weaponizing the info to say that she could not afford her lifestyle, and that she covered for Lenny because she did not know at the time that Lenny, even though he's asked for a divorce every day for the last 15 years, was going to divorce her ass. After she found another woman in their hot tub. After they had all these sexy parties with him, with other women. After he had an emotional affair, but he didn't have sex with the lady, it was just an emotional affair. After all those things, she didn't think that he was going to divorce her ever. Okay. And you know what? Even with that train of thought, I want to go ahead and give Lisa that because I just thought that Lisa was dumb, and Lisa was not dumb. She knew exactly what was going on. She knew exactly what it was. She played dumb to protect her man, and for that, I don't take back nothing that I said.
Dumb for the show.
I don't take back nothing I said. If you go back and watch 1 through 4, I meant it, and I stand by what I said about her. It ain't changing, but I will give her respect for trying to stand by her man because that's what a real woman do.
She was trying to stand by you.
No, I think she was protecting an image. She was protecting an image. She was protecting her livelihood.
She was protecting her man's image.
When she said, I was blindsided, I don't think she was blindsided by the divorce in the sense that I thought everything was good. I think she was blindsided that Lenny actually went through with it. That man been threatening to divorce her for years. And the fact that he actually went through with that gagged her, particularly because she'd been, like she said, the image, I protected him. I did this. I really think that there was some arrangement there where he was, you do you, I do me, we're staying together, and this is kind of what it is. We're existing in this weird fucking culty kind of sister wife.
So let me ask you this. So what you're saying is it went like this. Good morning, Lenny. I want a divorce. LOL, I'll just go to the store instead.
I'll get you peanut butter. That's exactly how it went. She's not smart.
I mean, that's not rocket science to figure out. But I do think also considering that she was on a show, it makes better for her to play that role, play damsel in distress.
No, not for me. She gets
so because everything she's basically saying now when it's brought up at this reunion is I did it for Lenny. I did it for this. You know, I knew about this. I did this. This happened. She's revealing a whole lot more. On the show, she acted like she didn't know, like she had never heard him say that he was going to divorce her. So, girl, we get it. It's a show.
She was happy to play her part while the checks were being cashed.
Correct.
She was happy. And good for you. That's what you do when you sign up for marriage. You play your part.
Ooh. And now she got a pinto. Larsa's asked about weaponizing information, and she said she doesn't, but what she will do is humble your ass. And Andy looked at her like, baby, the way you've been getting on my nerves, I'm ready to humble your ass.
Okay.
Adriana accuses her of trying to destroy Julia's marriage, and Larsa tells her to shut the F up and stay out of it again, and she did last episode. And she says that it's a TV show, and they're going to bring it up. And Larsa says, at least she calls the girls to give them a heads up. Andy asked if Larsa was calling Nicole to let her know that she heard that she slept with every doctor in the hospital, and Larsa was like, she already knows she the head doctor. I ain't got to call her for that. Marisol says that the DMs that she received were that Nicole slept with many doctors, including a married one while she was currently married. And Nicole says that was an account that Larsa created. Larsa then fires back with more fire than I've never seen before and says, excuse me, I don't have time to be making fake accounts. I have a real job, unlike you, doctor. And everybody paused in their seat for a little bit. And I just could not believe that she said it because Larsa was like, what kind of job is that? Putting people to sleep. Baby, I holler. I gotta admit.
I tell you, I gotta admit. I was like,
I gotta admit. I need somebody to make a best of Larsa and putting people to sleep as well as my favorite one, which is, who are you to invite me to your effing house? Like
Larsa has so much gall. I
admire it at this point.
When she said that, like, who are you putting people to sleep? Like, I'm like, bitch, at this rate, do I have a real job? Like, what do I do?
I was like, I mean,
do any of us have real? I'm like, but this bitch is delusional. I'm sorry.
I love that nobody argued. Nobody argued. Nicole, nobody said anything because, girl, how do you even respond to that? Baby, you take you take pictures of your sausage toes, and I administer propofol. Does she still sell jewelry?
Well, she did last season. She goes to the little.
Not anymore. We can Google it. I don't think the site.
I won't be Googling Larsa.
You mean tell me a latest spell of knickknacks and feet?
It's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me that Larsa, in her mind, she really feels like,
absolutely.
Like Nicole, what she does, her profession is like nothing.
I have a real
job. What do you do? What have you done for 23 years or 20 whatever years?
Listen,
she's getting the Sonic coins fucked out of her 5 times a night.
4 times a night. That's been her job for 23 years, Larsa.
Bumping on that plastic. Her to sleep. People like Larsa are the most dangerous Real Housewives because they will say
anything. I bet you she's a Barb in real life. She give Barb energy.
Oh, hold on.
You don't get us canceled.
Right, just making sure.
There's any Barbs watching this.
Could you stop?
You take your hate back to Twitter because they already been on your ass on Twitter.
Like.
Baby, y'all want a good laugh? Like. Go look at Jamie mentions on Twitter because they be eating their ass up.
They do.
Ain't nobody eat me up. Could never.
They probably don't want to.
Take a picture of that and sell that for your real job. Jamie's mentions on Twitter. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Thank y'all for banging with us. We 61 strong this week. I see y'all in the comment section, the group chat. Y'all going off. You know what I'm saying? What does that one say on the screen?
Larsa's
I can't see it. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
well,
everyone
there
is
it is.
just expressing how Larsa is just pretty bad, and somebody said she's showing feet.
Wait.
The dumbest.
She's showing feet down at the condo.
Yeah, showing feet.
Wait,
I mean,
Jamie, look what you just did.
What did I do? Are the barbs here?
Stream Red Ruby the sleeve. Yeah, they here.
Never. We're not doing
I like that song, by the way.
No. Go and spam Jamie's Twitter, okay? You know, no Nikki slander. Okay. Not today.
That's a bot. Those are bots. We're gonna block those comments. It's a bot.
It's not a bot. This is a real
The only song that I've heard better than Red Ruby the sleeve is Miami's hot. It's the song that passes the peace. It also passes all the understanding.
All understanding.
All right. So, Andy asked Larsa if she thinks it's a low blow to say the things that she says, and she says no because Nicole's on her knees with her tits out, throwing her neck out, giving blowjobs. So what do you mean?
Throwing her neck out.
Larsa, baby, when she going to attack, when she going into defense mode and she start attacking, it's like everything just comes out. It's just go
throwing it.
And
she sucked dick, but she's a doctor. How you a doctor and suck dick?
What she basically said was, I would never throw my neck out had given head ever because I'm good at it. You ain't.
Especially since she only uses her feet.
And you don't work. And you don't work. You ain't got a real job.
And you don't work with your fake job, putting people to sleep.
That you had to go to school for. You got screwed, had to go to all that. Or maybe she went to, what she think she went to ITT Tech and got her degree?
DeVry.
I hope nobody in here went to those.
I know, God. Y'all listen. Hold on, wait. Let me just say something.
Look, haven't they been closed down?
No. Let me say this really quickly.
Come on,
we are joking. I am joking. It is funny.
I should
be able to say whatever I want.
I'm not a bully.
I should be able to say whatever I want. Okay? We throw people up so bad on this show. You guys come and you support us. You know what time it is. You know, I don't even have a degree, I must admit. So whether you got your degree from the education, connection, wherever you got your degree, it doesn't matter. You're doing one step better than me, love. Okay? How about that? Catch that dirt. Yes. Larsa asked Andy if she seriously doesn't see how Nicole would be aggravated. And she said no, because her husband's talking shit. And I said, you know what? I got to back up. Wait a minute.
Oh, no. I did agree with that until.
I did too. I did. I said, well, wait a minute.
I did agree with that.
Hold on, wait. Then Larsa says that people ran back and told her what. That bitch in that bottle sweat can get her ass beat. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Woo, girl, okay. So as I was saying, Larsa says that people ran back and told her during filming everything that Nicole said. And Nicole says that Larsa is a homeworker because she was with Malik Beasley, who was married. Larsa says, well, it's public knowledge he wasn't married. And then she says, Nicole, you're a homeworker, dating to move up. And Nicole says, that's literally not what a homeworker means. It's like, it's not it. And Andy agrees that that's literally not what it means. And then, wow. Julia says, my God today. Julia says, let's play a game opposite of Marisol. Who do I trust the most? And it's Nicole after the way that she cared for Martina. Before we get into the final portion of Larsa getting on everybody's nerves, what did you guys think so far?
This was chaos.
It was definitely chaos. What the fuck just happened in the last part? I just lost my thought, Chad. It went away. Well, Larsa at the end just now. So I was with her when she said that he was talking shit. But when Andy followed up and said, "Well, how did you know? Because you said this in real time. You know, you didn't come." She says that people were telling her shit. Girl, ain't nobody talking to you like that.
No, I believe that. I believe that. No, I don't know.
No.
Production. Somebody on that production staff.
Not production being messy.
You think production was telling her everything he was saying in the scenes?
Not everything. Yeah. Well, I mean, depending upon the production, the producer and the relationship. I'm just saying, depending on the producer and the relationship, they will go back and tell. That is true.
Well, I'll say
probably
this.
would.
It's not far-fetched, so she would know.
I'll say this. We talked about it early in the season. I did feel like he was definitely overstepping. But when Nicole brought it to the front of how he felt about the comment last year, then now it makes a little more sense to me why he has such a disdain for Larsa. He should not be making those comments, but if that's how he truly feels, then hey, just like she defends herself, he is defending himself, I guess, and his child. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So they both, it made sense. At first, I was like, you know what, Larsa, you're right. But then when she came out, I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense because she did make that comment. So, hey,
multiple times she made that comment.
Multiple times, and she
doubled down.
But the thing is, let's take away the child. Larsa insults Anthony even outside of that. When she talks about how Nicole is trying to date up and dating the teacher, and how she insults him in so many ways. Like that's her now husband or about to be husband, right? So she needs to chill. Like I'm sure she would do the same thing if he was insulting pimping back in the day, which they were. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, Andy asked Julia.
You're
right. I mean, you're good.
And she is a homewrecker. She is a homewrecker. She is.
Andy asked Julia what her husband's beef is with Larsa, and as Cortez says earlier, Nicole says that he was insulted last season about Larsa speaking on them having a child out of wedlock. Andy asked if she does not see that is an asshole thing to say, and Larsa says, "No, see, bitch, I'm blind as a bat. I ain't got to see that. No, I don't think I'm an asshole."
Like that.
I think it hit home to him because he has a child out of wedlock. So all right. So she says she does it, and then we move on to the last portion. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the dumbest Real Housewife in Miami of them all? I ask you.
Larsa.
Say it, Jamie.
Alexia.
It's Larsa.
I think it's Alexia, but that's just me. Marisol says, yes. So they go ahead. They go ahead and show that scene with. Well, you might guys be right because they go ahead and show that scene with Gertie trying to help her sound out the little words that were on that mirror, and you
sound it out. Sound it out.
Are not
mirror
by. Come on, say it. You're not invited to the party anymore, bitch.
That scene is
top
still
10
funny 2 months
Housewives
later.
scene of all time. I wish that scene gets the recognition it deserves. I feel like it's going to be a Housewives deep cut, but wow, that was top 10. Anyway, so Marisol says that someone had to have helped you, Nicole, because there's no way you could come up with that. Marisol is clever, but she's not that clever. And I was trying to think for the life of me what she's done in the last 5 seasons that will qualify this bitch to be clever, other than
she bedazzled her cup. That was clever.
And step her fashion game up these last 2 seasons because she's actually worn some really nice stuff.
Yeah.
I must admit.
Pieces. Yes, pieces. They may be
pieces hitting,
but they're pieces.
Oh Lord!
But it's the fact that Marisol it wasn't her turn to speak. It was like this has nothing to do with you.
But what has she done that was so clever? Somebody quickly.
I like Marisol, but it was in this moment that I was like, girl, you're one, I want to know where this hate for for Nicole popped up.
Oh, it's
I thought they were doing really cool.
No,
last season.
It was very ill-timed. It was unwarranted. Girl, we stop before they cut more of your scenes next season. Please. Please stop.
But Jamie, you have to remember last season. Now, I must say, Nicole pulled a move out her ass that would warrant somebody to get her back this season.
Yeah.
What she did at that table last season, that dinner was like, well, is that so? Because Alexia told me that you ain't got no man. He don't love you, just like the other one ain't love you. And it's all for the show. And you still ain't getting no mojito, bitch.
Yep.
Two reason one. Yeah. So yeah, if I was Marisol, I would never really bang with Nicole like that because
Nicole
she
got
really
her. Nicole
embarrassed her.
did get her.
Yeah, she cleared her right on out. All right. So Nicole says, well, I'm interested that you don't believe what I'm saying because you never believe anything I'm saying. And I was like, that's true. And then Julia thought it was the funniest thing that she's ever seen in her entire life. And she was cracking up.
Julia said, I know it was bad, but that shit was funny as hell. I was just like, damn.
Julia was laughing and she had those beads on. She was like, so funny. Larsa does regret telling Nicole that she slept with the hospital. Larsa says that she doesn't judge Nicole for who she is and the decision that she makes, and God bless her and her family. And now we're off the break. Larsa says that she thinks Nicole and Anthony are bored in their marriage and don't have anything else to do, and that's why they get off on Larsa. Nicole says that one thing about her man, he's always going to defend her family. We come back, and Kiki says that her vagina chakra is closed because she's still single, and that the guys that she did end up dating while she's been on her dating spree in Miami have been just like Lenny. That perks Lisa up because like everybody can talk about Lenny other than Kiki. Lisa don't like that. But if you remember what the people allegedly said last week, then who knows? I don't know. You guys, whatever you want to do with that allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not.
I believe Kiki.
Andy asked if there was anyone who suspected there were problems with Lenny and Lisa. And in unaired footage, we see that Lenny refused to be in the section designated with Lisa and the other housewives. Lenny losing weight and getting in shape was one of the indicators for her that he was leaving. Lastly, Lisa says that their sex life was not great at all in the last 2 months, but during the course of their marriage, it wasn't anything to write home about. She says that she never wanted a Halloween party, but they threw it while they're currently divorcing at their home because she stated that that was something that Lenny really looks forward to. And what was she going to do? Tell him no and have nowhere to live? She had the party. She says that, Kiki says that, throughout her fabulous time as a model in Miami, and she's been to plenty of Lisa's parties. Though she did not know Lisa like that at the time, she was invited because she is a bad bitch, and I would totally believe that. And she says that she has heard for a very long time that Lenny has been cheating on Lisa with models that she knows personally, and the reunion is over. Now, let me ask you this, you guys.
Yes.
Okay. Should Kiki have told Lisa this before the reunion? And should Lisa slap shit out of her for telling her at the reunion?
No, she told her before the reunion.
That's what Tammy did to Evelyn.
She told her she told her on the beach. She's
told her
been telling them the entire season.
No, she didn't tell her that.
When I tell her that,
she alluded to it. She said
anytime
Jamie.
But she doesn't have a relationship with Lisa.
So
her and Lisa never talk.
I don't think
her and Lisa never hung out.
I don't think she owes her that. However, at the same time, she willingly put it out at the reunion. So why not willingly put it out earlier while we having all these scenes? And if anything, it would have helped her earlier in the fucking season. Then
I would have told her
versus now. It wasn't.
You know what I would have told her?
Go ahead.
Cortez? I would have told her at the first 2 episodes when Lisa had the nerve to be mad at Kiki for telling Larsa that she was talking about her whole building behind her back. I'm like, girl, well, you mad at me? That's when your man cheating on you with models, bitch. Right. Not be mad at that. Boom.
But also Lisa was in tears and crying in a fucking mess. If Kiki had said, well, girl, you're crying over nothing. Your man fucking models for years. Like, Kiki would have looked like a bitch. Like,
cry harder.
I mean, here's the thing. So, yeah, I see comments, people saying Lisa knew. Yes, she knew. Okay, we get that. We all know that Lisa knew a lot of damn things. She's not as dumb as well. I don't know. I don't know how dumb.
So don't get too far ahead of yourself.
But I just feel like if you the way she blurted it out so freely now, so why not say it earlier? That's all I'm saying. She didn't owe it to her. It just was like, and like I said, I think it would have really helped Kiki. It would have gave her more of a footing in the season. Not that she can bring these girls around, but she could have really expanded on her beef with Lisa. She could have gave Lisa more to talk about other than Lenny, because now she fighting with Kiki. It was a lot more opportunity than it said now. But now she over there with her Bob and her Renaissance, outfit, and just now it's like she looking real Kiki. The Burger Queen. That's my opinion, though. I don't know. What you think, Chase?
Okay, yes. I actually don't like it. Don't be sitting in my face and you don't stuff on my man. If you know something like that, you see me going through it, you pick a good time and a good place.
Yeah.
And you tell me. You don't have to tell me while I'm bawling out crying like Jamie said. Yes, I agree. Even though I don't like Lisa, that wasn't a time or a place. But you could have had a one-on-one with me and told me. If you felt like you needed to tell me on camera, definitely don't tell me at the reunion, because me and you are going to reunite. My fist in your face. Don't play with me. Because what is the point of you telling me this now?
Look at what was Kiki's reaction when Lisa revealed all that to them about the girl?
She said
she was looking like,
girl.
Yeah. She did it in the first scene of the first episode when they sat down.
Kiki was the person that was not surprised.
Kiki gave that the entire season.
Gave it away that she
That's
knew.
what I said.
She gave
That's
that she
why
knew
I said that.
all the time. So
she alluded to all
Alexia,
of it.
calm down.
Alluding and telling me is different. Sorry.
Illusion.
No, whatever. Not an illusion, bitch.
No, illusion. Alluding.
It was a perfect illusion.
Come on, illusion.
Astigmatism.
Not a stigmatism.
Well, yeah, that's just me. I don't know. I just
no, baby, illusion is a word.
I just feel like, why say it now? Why not say it sooner? If you don't
feel like it sooner, I don't care.
If you don't feel like it will hurt you now, then girl, why not say it on camera earlier?
Yeah, she had plenty. She had a whole season. She was screaming about vaginas and eating Burger King. You could tell me about my man.
Right. Yeah.
What if Kiki fucked him?
She probably did. That's probably why she was.
I don't want to put that out there. I like Kiki. Let's not put Kiki. Kiki looks like she
that's
would never.
Probably why she was yelling on that beach when she was like, "Oh,
get Lenny out of me, girl. Get him out.
Like,
get him out."
I had Lenny too.
I'm gonna tell you something. But I'm gonna say this: Kiki knows she did wrong and she did do it. But if Lisa bow up at her, I got a problem with Lisa, and that's all I got to say. You ain't bowed up at nobody else. You gave that lady in your hot tub a stern look last week.
Not a firm look.
All right, we got some callers in the queue. Chase, you got anything?
Don't be long.
You got
that was what I wanted to say. Don't be long.
Okay, and we also had a super chat from Mademoiselle. It was a super sticker. So thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you, Mademoiselle.
Appreciate that.
Is that the same Mademoiselle from Clubhouse? Hey, girl.
It may be. Is it? I'm not sure.
I don't know. She's gonna let us know.
I don't know. I asked you. You tell me. All right. So we got 3 callers in the queue. We'll go ahead and get them on. And our first
don't be on here all night.
It's going to be.
Actually, I have to bounce. I'm so sorry, but I have my friend is waiting for me to come down and get him. So I love you guys. Bye, Kyra. Hey, baby.
You better deduct her check. Hey, Kay.
Hi, Jamie.
Deduct that check.
I can't with you.
Go get your friend. You gotta go.
Are you on here?
Would you go?
Damn. We thought he would never leave.
Slander.
What's
going on, Kyra?
Okay. Does not Larsa kind of remind you of Mia? Except for Larsa messed up because we know who the Larsa was before she hooked up with the Kardashians. So for me, it makes me want to dig in deeper to figure out what happened to you where you want to become this. Because she was not this. She was not this woman. So I want to know what happened between her being too level-headed to even stay on Real Housewives of Miami on the first season to now it looks like you have a head transplant and you're just saying whatever and you're selling the feet pics. Nothing wrong with the feet pics, but the Larsa we met before would not be selling feet pics.
Because they booted out the Kardashian show.
But what even made her want to go to the Kardashians? Like, what is going on with that woman? And as you said, there's like some insecurity. Something is going on. I don't know if Scotty did something and a wire tripped. Maybe he like just cheated with the wrong Instagram hoe, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get him," and then she went on this journey, and it's gone too far. Because now you're sitting here talking about an anesthesiologist does not have a job because you sell feet pics. This is where we're at now.
Well, she said putting people to sleep is not a real job. She said they got drugs for that.
Yes, and the anesthesiologist is in charge of the drugs to put you to sleep, and if they do it wrong, you're dead.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone slugged her.
Right? What are we doing here? Because I know at the time. Lisa, okay. I feel like sometimes people are a little too hard on Lisa because the story is Lenny is 16 years older than her. He got with her when she was like a little Vegas girl, when she was like 20, 21 or whatever. They came on the show. She was helping him with the business, doing the whole, outpatient spa. She was working in the spa. And then we kept seeing him and his parents tear her down for not being able to get pregnant, even to the point where last season he was still trying to get another kid out of her for whatever reason. So she does need to sit on someone's couch and work out why what she's not seeing in herself. But also you can see that Lenny saw her as a mark. Because ain't no way you're this highfalutin, your parents were able to survive being Russian Jews, and you become a doctor and all this kind of stuff, and you force this woman to have kids, and your parents never get divorced, and all of a sudden now you just feel free and clear to be like, I don't want to sleep with my wife because I have my other hoe on national TV.
Wasn't it? It was a perfect illusion.
So I do get that she purposely overlooked signs, but I feel like she purposely overlooked signs because he built this relationship this way. It's clear that he wanted her, because you can see kind of her acting different, and he wants someone who acts like that. Because also, if you're so annoyed by Lisa being Lisa, then why are you with a younger woman who also is a partier and all this kind of stuff? And the complaints he has about Lisa are things he does. So now to come and to find out that all the parties that they were hosting because he wanted them, but yet you're complaining about your wife going out once in a while to hang out with her girlfriends in Miami where you do party out late? Like, absolutely not. And Alexia gotta go. I want to know, as I think Jamie said, what transpired between before and now, where we have this big rift between Alexia and Adriana. And you do see that Adriana does have insecurity of being alone and want to be taken care of in a sense. But there is still something very strong and independent about her being like this world traveler and being able to work in all these amazing museums. And, the first season, I believe, that they came back, she was a friend of because she was still getting her master's program, which I believe she's done now. I don't know why she's a friend this season, though. But there's still a self-assuredness in her that I do not see in Alexia, which is why I feel like Alexia cannot help herself but to put down people. Mm. Because if it's not the ex-druggie, if it's not the other one, if it's not Todd, like, I don't know what there is to Alexia. But if Alexia didn't have all these tragedies, what would be interesting about Alexia?
Her neck.
No comments. I'm happy I was able to check you out. I'm a little bit behind on your other reviews, but thank you for listening to my ramble.
Thank you, Kyra.
Okay. Anytime.
Okay, that was one of my personal faves, Kyra. I have to always let people know Kyra was actually like, if she wasn't our first, she was our second caller ever for the league. So we got some
well, she's always got a line to the phone here. Everybody already know that.
Yes. Whether it's first or last, but I give her time. All right, next call is going to be Ashley. What's going on, Ashley? How you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Come on camera.
That is
I like when y'all get on camera. I'll be like, yes.
That was funny what you said, Chase, when you said her neck. But so let me just hop right into it. So my opinion, Alexia, I feel like y'all know I'm gonna say this, but Alexia, Marital, and Larsa are just completely insufferable. I think it's like, okay, it's not even blind. I think they know exactly what the agenda is. They've already went over it several times, and they've decided that it don't matter what it is. If one person say my coochie stink, all our coochie stink, they're all gonna sit up. And for me, that's what insufferable is. You cannot do that. But what I will say about Lisa, which makes me think like, okay, baby, you knew Lenny, you know Lenny, because you checked your friend about Lenny. It was really about their marriage, but I feel like if anything is being referenced about their marriage or Lenny or anything like that.
Sister.
Oh, Ash, we lost you.
Sister.
The lights went out, Ashley.
And that was the night the lights went out in Georgia. Oh, hey, she back.
But yeah, it's like she's gonna defend her man to all in, which really makes me feel like it's just her man. She don't really know how to get outside of that being her man. But back to Larsa. When they did that rewind, or what was it, they rewatch for Watch What Happens Live. That do not look like her. Not today, at least. And so that just lets me know that you're a liar, just with your face. And if I'm looking at your lying face, and I don't mean your lying words, your lying face, then I know everything else that come out your mouth is a lie. And when she said, "Oh, what was it, Anthony and Nicole want," or she said Anthony want her or something like that. I'm like, baby, do you want Nicole? Because I feel like she picks with Nicole over stuff that don't even make sense. Like, who in their right mind is going against a doctor? And anesthesiologist, didn't you have to take that to go under the knife and all that other stuff? Didn't you need maybe not an anesthesiologist, but didn't you need a doctor to take care of you when you inserted your butt? Okay. But yeah, it's
you know Larsa's butt is real. It's not fake.
Right. Her butt and everything else.
She works out like she works out as much as she has sex.
Yeah,
4 times a day.
One of them pumps that you use.
We're going out again, Ashley.
I'm gonna need Larsa to go ahead.
Go ahead, it's back. Go ahead, it's back.
But yeah, that's really essentially it. I would say I don't really like any of them. I'm not gonna lie. I like Nicole. I feel like next season Nicole is gonna try to be cool with Larsa. I think Larsa just wanted to get her beef out the way with Nicole because she know they're just two strong-headed women that she knew they would get into it at some point. So she wanted to get the petty shit out. But Nicole should really fight Larsa. I think the accusations made against her profession is a low blow, and it should be on this third part squabbling. So yes, that's my take on this reunion. And fuck you, Larsa.
Allegedly. Thank you, Ashley. Okay.
All right, Ashley, get your digs in.
I think the word was definitely, didn't she need an anesthesiologist to go into the damn night? She did, to get all the work that she denies. Well, you know what? No, Larsa, everything on Larsa is real. So of course she don't know what an anesthesiologist is. She never.
She just goes to sleep.
Right. She has sex 4 times a day. She works out 4 times a day. She's good. This is Larsa.
That's why she's so busy. That's why she don't believe Nicole got that going on.
And
she ain't working it like she's working it.
Instead of relying on somebody to put her to sleep, she just takes Tylenol PM.
Period. You know, I before we let this last person, I just want to say that I think that if Larsa was to ever get into music, I would really love for her to cover "Ass Like That" by Victoria Monet. Go ahead, next caller.
All right, our last caller is going to be.
Who is it?
Oh, what's going on, WCO? How are you?
Hey guys, I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good.
How are you?
Good. I just want to start with Larsa, Marisol, and Alexia. Like the last caller said, they are just insufferable. Like, I don't like who put them on this pedestal. It's like they've climbed all the way up there and don't know how to come down. Like, they just make no sense. Larsa is the type of person that just says any goddamn thing and thinks it makes sense. I don't know. I really don't understand them. I be trying. I tried with the first part of the reunion. I'm trying with the second part, and they just don't make no goddamn sense. Like, just liars. They just spew out hate. And Alexia definitely deserves to give Adriana an apology, regardless of whether she like her or not. Like, she deserved one. And I do agree with y'all when y'all said that she only apologized to them because of, I guess, the racial part of it. Mm-hmm. She definitely did. And Kiki, she could just go. Like, what does she really bring? I don't see it.
Burger King and tits.
That's it. And I don't know about nobody else, but if I was Lisa, she wouldn't be my friend no more, because if you know that my man personally, like, you know people that has cheated with him and you didn't tell me, we can no longer be friends no more. I'm sorry. Like, you've been in my face, you've been getting to know me as a person, and you didn't think that none of this was relevant to tell me that you know that my man has been cheating with models and stuff like that, and you just been with me all this time, filming, getting to know me, not 1 year, but 2 years in a row at this point, and you didn't say anything. Like, no, I'm sorry. And I do want to ask this question, and I'm done after this. Why is it that the men get so much flack for responding to these women? Like, I hate that. Like, aren't we all adults?
Well, I mean, he didn't have to call out the biggest whore in Mason's window.
Yeah. I think it's a way you go about it. So we talked about this a little bit on Atlanta last season, right? And we talked because basically Marlo was coming at what's his name, right? Literally, like in that moment, and then Todd came back, and we was talking about it, and I think it's just the way it goes. I mean, when the scenes happened with Anthony, I said myself like he didn't really have to get, there's a way to go about it, I guess, because he was kind of like
said I don't like what she said about my child.
Yeah, he was kind of slut shaming her a little bit, and I think whereas it may be true, she is a homebreaker and she is, all these things that he may have said. I think as a man that is a heterosexual man that is married to this woman, I do think he could have probably did it a little differently. So, but like I said, also I do feel like he is definitely willing his right to feel away about her comments. He just maybe could have went about it a different way because I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Okay. I agree.
But I don't think he said anything that was a lie.
Well, yeah, she's definitely a homebreaker. So, I mean, that is kind of true. I don't know. I just feel like, because I was talking about this on a little channel that I be guest hosting on sometime. We was discussing when Chris had yelled at Giselle, and I just feel like, I mean, we're all adults. Like, we can't tell someone how to react when someone is coming at them just because she's a woman. Like, oh, they're supposed to simmer down like their anger towards that person, like, because I'm a man and that's a woman. So yeah, like if I was straight and someone was coming for my wife, you damn right we're finna get her together.
If you were straight.
If I was straight, because I already now.
Don't get up here. Don't get up here saying you shoulda, coulda, woulda, baby.
Maybe next lifetime.
Right, because obviously now, like, I have no problem like arguing with a damn woman. Like, it really don't matter. But I guess I don't know. I just feel like it should matter to me. Okay. We're all adults here. We're not kids.
I think this comment kind of sums up. Art World says Anthony response is reality. He said it to his wife in their home. True, that's real. He's very respectful to her face, and that is true. He's not, going to Larsa and being like, "You a homebreaker." In whatever she's wearing that day. So yeah, I can see that. I see all the sides, but I still wish she did a little different. All right, DBCO, we gotta get out of here, okay?
All right.
Thank you for calling, all right. Okay, Chase. Take us on out.
Well, what a wonderful show. I want to thank you guys for jamming and bamming with us. I just come up with new ones all the time. I love that. For jamming and bamming with us. I want to thank all of our callers, Ashley, Kyra, and DeMicio. We want to thank you, Cortez, for giving us the platform. All of our viewers for making the last review a success and making this one a success as well. So make sure that you like and subscribe to this video. And most importantly, we would like to thank Jamie for coming on in and doing his job. With that being said, I want to thank you all for
not have doing this job. Listen, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you in the comments, Chase. They're gonna be like, leave Jamie alone, like he Britney Spears or something.
Don't care. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Real Housewives of Miami review, to Art Roy, Cassie, Antonio, Sammy, Mademoiselle. Thank you for the super chat. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry, I wasn't really active in the comments. Dr. C, who on time today? Thank you, honey.
I know, that's right, Dr. C. Dr. C, who was, so to be honest, Dr. C, who is the real reason, not the real, but one of the reasons why we're live, because Dr. C, who said, go live for Miami, it was a recorded show, and here we are. And I saw another comment asking about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. You gotta be out of your mind if you think we're not gonna talk about that damn show. So yes, we will be here. Now I don't know if it's gonna be live or not. That I don't know, but it will be a recap and review for it.
Who are the Girls Trip kids that do that? Who's the host for that?
I don't know. We're gonna open it and see who wants to do it. Like maybe we can I feel
like we should get some new blood.
Oh, that too. Like definitely that too. So just look out for that. Look out for the channel. Make sure y'all watch. If you're watching the SWV Escape, was it Queens of R&B? That's hosted by Chase. Yep, it's actually really good. The show is really good. Our reviews are really good. Check that out. That's recorded for right now.
Yes.
That's transitioning soon too. And of course, Jersey on Wednesdays. Okay.
So, yes, and if Candy had her way, it would be Escape featuring SWV, the Queens of R&B, and their court. Make sure you guys tune into New Jersey as he stated. And with that being said, we're gonna bid you adieu to next week.
See y'all next week.
The Real Housewives of Miami. Bye.
Good night, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Good night.